Okay, everybody. Well, if you've been following along here on my my vlogging channel, you've seen that I've now made 3 video walkthroughs for each one of these gaming headsets that you see in front of you. The Earforce XPSeven from Turtle Beach, the Astro A40s, plus the Mixamp Pro from Astro, and the Tritton Pro Plus 5.1 surround headset. They all have pros and cons, and what I'm going to do in this video is explain to you what the pros and cons of each headset are, and which headset I really feel would be catered to what kind of a gamer that you are, okay? The reason, I actually already filmed this video last week, but I have to reshoot it because I had the pricing wrong. I'm going to give you the actual retail pricing of all the headsets right now, so that you at least understand the correct pricing if you were to buy it from the manufacturer's website. Now, what you have to understand is you may be able to find any of these headsets cheaper if you don't buy them direct from the manufacturer, but I want to give you the retail value, the estimated retail price of each one, okay? So, going along in order here, the Earforce XPSeven has a retail price of $299.99 US denomination. The Astro A40 headphones with the Mixamp, the ones that come with the amp, are $249.99 US denomination. However, if you choose not to get the amp, if you just want the headset, it's $179, okay? So it's a big additional cost to get the amp. However, if you actually want the headphones to work properly, meaning you want the surround sound to work, you want the chat capabilities, and the voice adjustment, as we talked about when we reviewed that, or when I did an overview actually of that headset, you need to buy this Mixamp, okay? The cheapest of the 3, this is what I screwed up when I originally filmed this, is actually right now the Tritton Pro Plus. This guy, the whole package, goes for $199.99. Now, some people have been telling me they've seen it for $179, but I'm just going by retail price. Retail price is $199.99. So right off the bat, the range, $200, $250, $300. So there you have it, right there. If you're looking for the cheapest headset, you already know what one to go for, okay? Now, feature-wise, okay? If you're looking for the most versatile headset out of all of these, I would have to say the most versatile one is actually the Earforce XPSeven. And the reason I say that is because if you remember when we looked at it, it's got this guy right here. That's right, I actually have it sitting over here because I used it for PC gaming the other day. This, I don't know what you want to call it, the amp or receiver or whatever you want to call this, is actually extremely versatile. It has the most adjustments of any of the ones that we looked at. Has 8 presets, has the ability to do all kinds of audio adjustments on the fly, and it works with your PC without needing an optical connection, and that's a huge plus if you're a PC gamer and you don't want to have to run 100 cords across your living room. With this guy, all you would need is the one USB cord, goes into this, and then the headset plugs into there, and you're done, okay? So this is definitely the most versatile. You can use it on PC with only USB, or you could use it on your PS3 and on your Xbox 360, okay? Now, if you want to know which headset, in my opinion, is the most comfortable, meaning it's the nicest feeling when you're wearing it, I'm going to have to go with the Astro A40s. Unlike the other 2 headphones, these have a felt padding, and the felt padding actually feels really nice and comfy and soft on your ear, and the Astro A40s are the lightest of all 3 of these headphones, okay? They weigh the least. So if that's what you're looking for, comfort, I'm going to have to say go for the Astro A40s, okay? If you're looking for the headphones that probably do surround sound the absolute best, meaning if you're playing a game like Call of Duty or any FPS game, or any game where you need to be hearing things around you and behind you, for example, a survival horror game like Resident Evil maybe, I would say the Tritton Pro Pluses are the best. They actually do have these individual speakers inside of each headphone, and they do simulate real surround sound. Now, I want to emphasize something here, okay? It is not as good as having a surround sound set like I have here. See, I have speakers here. I got speakers behind me. It is not as good as that. Because the reason that surround sound works is because you actually physically have speakers around you and the sound is coming out of that direction, and the room around you creates the surround effect because of the echo from where the sounds are coming from. Alright? That's how surround sound actually works. So, because this is a headset, you actually don't get the full effect of the surround sound. And in fact, a lot of the times, it's funny, I was playing Metro Last Light last week, there was a DLC. It'll sound really good, the sound will sound excellent if it's coming from straight ahead of you, but if it's behind you, like behind your ear, it doesn't sound as good. It sounds a little bit muffled and distorted almost. And of course that's intentional because they're trying to muffle and distort the sound because it's behind you, but it doesn't sound exactly the same as if someone was actually standing behind you talking, okay? So, it's good, it has the best surround effects, but at the same time, it's not the same as having a surround sound system in your house. These other two headphones use a simulated surround. It uses drivers and such to simulate surround sound, and it works well, but I think that this one does pull it off a little bit better. Okay? If you're talking the most adaptable, meaning like if you can bring it with you somewhere, well, the Astro A40s, as I showed you, do have a carrying case. The Earforce XPSeven, I believe you can also get a case for, but the advantage here is that both of those have just this one, the 1 amp and the headset. The Tritton Pro Plus has this giant freaking box that you have to bring with you. And again, it's not heavy, but it's just cumbersome to need this giant box. In addition to that, both the Earforce XPSeven and the Astro A40s have presets. So if you're the kind of person that I like, I like to go through different presets and find the one that I like with the balance of treble and bass and such, these two you can do that. The Tritton has no presets whatsoever. You actually have to use that inline adjustment, which I think they actually show on the back. The inline adjustment in order to adjust the front side subwoofer, or I'm sorry, the front rear subwoofer, etc. Speakers inside of the headphones. So you have to manually do it. These already have presets. This you have to manually do it yourself. So it's a little bit more on the difficult side, okay? So, all that being said, that's a lot to swallow because, like I said, there's a lot of positives and a lot of negatives about each headset, okay? All that being said, the last thing you really need to factor in is the durability of the headset. What is, how well did they work? What's the failure rate, okay? From what I've heard, even though it's the most expensive of the three, the Turtle Beach actually fail and have a lot of defects a lot more often than the other two. In fact, like I said, I owned an Earforce XPSeven for about a month and a half, and after using them every day for a month and a half, the left headphone blew out. And this is apparently a common problem with the Earforce XPSeven. A lot of people have complained about it, which is probably why the Turtle Beach warranty system was so good and they were able to get me another set so quickly because they're so used to having to do this with them, okay? I've heard people say, there's dust in my face, that the Astro A40s are flimsy. You have to be careful with them. If you pull them too hard, if you drop them, you may break them because it only has this plastic piece on top, unlike the more durable top of the Earforce XPSeven and the hard plastic top of the Tritton Pro Plus. This one you have to be very gentle with, okay? So these are all things that you have to factor in to your decision when you're going to buy your gaming headset, okay? One other thing that I do want to mention, the wires on the Earforce XPSeven that came with it, I can tell you right now, the optical wire that comes with it is also very flimsy. My optical wire that I was using from this actually broke, alright? Only like a month into owning it, because what I had to do, if you remember correctly, I told you that you need optical audio to come out of your console, and so what I would need to do is swap the wire over between the two consoles of PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, and the wire actually broke when I was doing that. And it's just a simple, plug it in, unplug it. It's not like you're wrenching it or anything. That's unacceptable. So the wires that kind of come with this one can be kind of flimsy, alright? So I just mentioned a whole bunch of positives and negatives, okay? What is the headset you're going to want, and what is the best one overall? The bottom line is there really is no best headset overall. It's based off of what you're looking for in your headset, Again, if you're looking for the most adjustability, okay, of any of the three headsets, you're going to want to go with the Earforce XPSeven. It's got the most presets. It's got that amp that you can easily plug into a PC, and you can use it just with USB without optical audio with a PC, and it's on-the-fly adjustment. It's excellent. If you're going for the most comfortable, you want the Astro A40. If you're going for the best surround sound overall, you're going for the Tritton. If you're going for the most bang for your buck, well, the Tritton's only $200. This guy's $250, and it comes with a mix amp that allows you to do adjustments on the fly with your presets and stuff. So again, I have to emphasize that it all depends on what you're looking for in your headset. One major one major problem that I think is with the Trittons, okay, is that as I showed you when I showed you their amp box, it has 2 ports, so you can actually buy a second Tritton headset and plug it in there. The problem being that it's not a standard connection for a headphone. The Trittons, in order to get them to work with, say, an MP3 player or an iPod, an iPhone, you need to actually have this giant box plugged into it. Both the Earforce XPSeven and the Astro A40s have just a standard stereo connection cable, and you can plug that into your music device and use those as a standard set of headphones. That's another negative. You're paying the least for these, and you're getting probably the best surround sound quality, but you're basically sacrificing ease of use because you need to use this giant box in order to use the headset no matter what you do. With the 2 of these, you get the ease of use, but now you have to decide, do you want the most functionality and being able to use it with your PC with just USB, or are you looking for more comfort and a cheaper price? So overall, with the games that I play with surround sound, if I'm playing a game like Call of Duty, for example, or another FPS game, I'm going to go with the Pro Plus because it has, in my opinion, the best surround sound there is. If I'm going to play a general game, like I know that I don't need amazing surround sound, I probably could go with either one of these, because if you want my honest opinion, both the XP7 and the A40s have about equal audio quality. But where I really see a problem is that even though the XP7 is the most versatile and you can use it with a PC without optical audio, it's the most expensive. It's $300, and it has the highest failure rate of all 3 of these. So, again, depending on your price point, depending on what features you're looking for, it's going to determine what you really want. I really think that this is the most versatile headset. This is probably the middle ground, but it is the most comfortable, and this is the best for surround sound, but you have to understand the limitations you're going to have with the box, okay? So I'm not going to give them a number rating or anything like that. The bottom line is, I'm actually happy that I bought all 3, because number 1, I actually needed 2 to begin with, because when John Rambo comes over for co-op, what I've been doing is hooking up either this one or this one and daisy chaining them together, okay? That's a problem with this one, is that it's a pain in the ass to actually do it with this one, because you have to have a wire running from this stupid box to the other headphones, which is annoying because I have to bring the box. As you can see, the box I actually have on top of my Xbox 360. I have to remove it from there and put it on my table in order to even do that. So it's another drawback, is the fact that, you know, the box is a pain in the ass to have to move around and have stuff come out of. So, like I said, for first-person shooters, I think this is the best, the Trittons. For versatility, I actually think this is the best. For comfort, I actually think these are the best. And so really there is no overall winner here. It all depends on how much money you're willing to spend and what features you're looking for. But keep in mind, if you do make the investment into the XP7, you're probably going to be sending them in for warranty at least once, if not more often, because of the problems that they have that are known problems, okay? Alright, so that is it, finally, for my headphone roundup. I think I've finally given you all the positives and all the negatives of all these headphones. I hope that now you know better what you're looking for, and depending on what you're looking for and what your price point is, you now know which is the headset that you should go for. It's hard to pick a clear winner. I really don't think there is a clear winner, and it's kind of funny because now the next-gen consoles are coming out in, say, November, and all these headsets will work with the next-gen consoles. I want to make that clear. However, it's not clear if the chat functionality will work, okay? Yes, the headphones will work for the surround sound, because all the next-gen consoles are getting the optical audio connection. However, it's not clear if the USB chat function of all of these headsets will work with the next-gen consoles. We're going to have to see. Alright? Okay, so that is it for my headphone roundup. I hope that was informative for you. I hope now you know much better which one you're looking for. Thanks a lot for watching, and hopefully I look forward to doing many more kind of product reviews like this in the future for your informational purposes. So thanks a lot. See you later.